and welcome back to Wolfquest. My name is Frosty, for anyone just joining in, and we are currently playing with Ateru, our Coywolf, who is... Hi, editing Frosty here. I just wanted to cut in really quickly because I did such a bad job explaining this, honestly. So, Ateru is an ultra coy wolf, which means that she is going to face all of the problems that an ultra iron wolf normally does. So, an iron wolf is something innate to the game where the game basically makes it so the wolf only has one life, one chance, one save, so you don't get any redos. If a wolf dies, that's it, it's dead, so there's no chance for error there. The Ultra Iron Wolf Challenge is something that's been around for a while, so basically it just makes it so that wolves have -2 to all of their innate stats, and then they cannot get the age perks upon level up. So Ateru is a coy wolf, which basically means that in lore she has -2 to all of her stats and cannot take those level up perks because she has coyote ancestry. With that ancestry, it means she's smaller and so cannot necessarily contend with wolves, and she does not get the perks of a wolf because she is only half wolf. So I definitely recommend checking out her story in the playlist. Even just that first episode there will give you a lot of background. As further information, as part of the challenge to make it harder for myself, at base she has to take a lowest diversity mate that she can find. I might explain this more later, keep clips of that. But she has to take a lowest diversity mate that she can find, which is a gray wolf, is only 2-star. And she cannot raise pups with that mate because what wolf is going to stick around in a coy wolf pack? Alright, so just hope that clears things up, and back to the video. It was my understanding that we could just progress the game here, but I'm not seeing anywhere in pack info to progress. Like, I was kind of under the impression we could. Yeah, so you can return later and resume playing as the Iron Wolf in Endless Summer, open pack info, and click jump ahead to next year. We can also end it completely. This will delete the Iron Wolf save. We'll have to start entirely new. Well, I don't want to do that. So I don't know if this is something I'm missing or if there are issues here. Okay, so I just did a little bit of research, and it looks like I do need to have a mate in order to jump ahead to next year, which I think I'm going to go ahead and try and find a mate now. That way we can keep our territory with minimal issue, hopefully. So let's go ahead and go off on a little quest to find a possible mate. Now, part of Ateru's challenge is that she has to take the lowest quality mate that she can find. So for us, that's going to be 2-star because I did not realize that 1-star only applied to black-coated wolves. So we're going to look for a 2-star, and then we're going to hopefully be able to jump ahead. So fingers crossed for that. I will catch up with you all once we found somebody or something else happens. Okay, unfortunately we just have a 3-star over here, it looks like. Which, it's not a 4-star, but it's not a 2-star either. So let's go see if there's anybody else around. This is getting to be bad because nobody's even responding to my howls anymore. Oh well. Got some wolves howling back, but nobody who wants to be a future dad. Man, during the actual playthrough I could not get suitors to stop howling back, and now that I want somebody to howl, nobody's howling. Like, not even the neighbors are howling back half the time. It's kind of eerie. Is this just a trade of summer Endless Summer specifically. Oh, is that a lucky pack that we can court? Very interesting, but it also seems like it's very far away. I'm also so tempted to just, I think they're in this hex, so I should be very careful here. But they made that way too easy for me to not, so. Plus, this is originally ours to begin with. We're just returning some favors here. River's touching things River shouldn't be touching again. She's like the exact opposite of a normal cat. She sleeps like 2 hours a day, and the rest of the time she's getting into trouble. And yes, I try and play with both of the cats for at least an hour every day. It does nothing for her. I think they're mad that I took their spot. Okay, well, I've done a complete circuit of the territory, basically, and they've only encountered that one male wolf. So I guess we're gonna go back, and we are going to... But I guess we're gonna try and look and see if we can find this male again, Requiem, here. Since I have yet to see any other hearts by anybody, except for maybe Lucky, and then Lucky changed their minds, so that is what that is. No enemies, lovers here. We can always change mates later, but I don't think it behooves us to keep running around like crazy and then not end up with anybody or have to start over anyway. There wouldn't be a huge difference between 2 and 3 star, at least it's not a 4 star. Depending on just how far ahead it projects us, but yeah, this place is a ghost town right now, and I don't know if this is just a season. But we don't even have any other known dispersals, so our time for pickiness is past, I think. Just got notification for the pups. I'm sure it's fine. Hopefully this will be a quick event here. Okay, yeah, there should be Requiem right over here, and if it's not, then so be it. But I think this will be Requiem here. And at that point, we should be able to just accept him and then move on to next year. He's not howling back and I can't smell him. This is frustrating. Speckle, why Speckle? Please don't do this to me. This is so anxiety-inducing for no real reason here. Everyone's leaving the grass now, I guess. Okay, at least... Oh, this is a Stardust male. So this will be different. Either way, I think we're taking him. So we don't have to deal with hopefully any other issues there. Come on, guy. Stop making this such a difficult issue. Everyone's out of the grass now. Oh, perfect. It's a 2-star male. We can't scam him away, boys. I don't care what any of your traits are. Oh, hi, bud. Too bad. I am focused on you. Hello. Oh, he like that. He's lazy. That's fine. Maybe our pets will be a little bit less energetic then. The other one's honestly very handsome, but we're interested in 1223M. Okay. I think that might have won him over. Not quite. That sounded really close by and sounded like it was neither of them. Why is he not taking interest in us? There we go. Okay, we've made an impression, and given circumstances, we're gonna become mates immediately. We can bring them home to meet the pups. And I got an achievement for that. Got a new mate. Give them a name. How about... I mean, he's a bit lazy. He's a pretty big brown, dark brown male. How about... Bear Bite? Okay, and now let's see. Alright. So now we can begin another year for our wolf and their mate carrying our current territory over, which I would very much like to do, yes. That was honestly more time than I care to have made just for that, but I think it actually saves me time in the long run having to remark everything, so it'll be worth it. Oh, look at the moose. Alright, so now we have a new family snapshot. It looks like it's starting us off here at the grave site. We're expecting pups. We've maintained a long, strong territory since last summer. Keep it up. The bigger the territorial buffer around your den, the safer your pets will be from rival pack danger. But a bigger territory also takes more time to maintain and defend. Find 4 new dens, which you'll evaluate when making a final selection in early spring. Other packs are also expecting pups, so they'll be expanding their territories too. To make sure you claim enough space to create a safe buffer to protect our pups from them. Oh wow. Look at this difference. This is going to be a major contended land between Lost River and Von Winkle. Our territory hexes look fine. Hopefully Lucky is going to be very enamored with reinforcing their bits there. Let's look at Bear Bite's winter coat. He doesn't look that different to us, honestly. Kind of a darker overall brown with some gray in his face and a pretty light underbelly, but that's really it there. Now, the good thing about this is I have a pretty good sense of where some of these dens were. So, obviously, we've got our rock cliff up there. We have our tree den down here, which I think we will start off in again. Ooh, I don't think I've collected this yet. Coffee mug are there, free refills, nice. But the challenge that we were going to be incorporating with the Ateru this go around is going to be that we're going to be moving dens more frequently. Oh, those are bison. I thought that was a weird conglomeration of animals for a second there. We'll need your services soon, boys. Don't worry, but not yet. Alright, and first undiscovered. There's our little coffee mug for the pups once they arrive. The voted upon challenge by a pretty large majority actually, was that we're going to be moving our dens and rendezvous sites more frequently. I haven't decided on what exactly are going to be good markers for that yet. I don't know if we want to go with like a pound percentage or if we want to do something more based off of like the actual flea load itself or some other combination thereof. Honestly, it's probably going to be a combination thereof just because the goalposts are going to be moving so frequently as the pups grow. I think at least to start off, it makes sense to do like, let's just say the pups are born at like 2 pounds. I think it makes sense to do once they hit 5 pounds, and then we can kind of decide if we want to go with flea load or if we want to go with actual milestones from there. I was initially thinking like every 5 pounds could be good, but then I realized that once they hit, you know, like 10 to 15, that might not really make sense, and that still only puts us at the 1 rendezvous site anyway, which I don't think that's the goal either. So with all that being said, we're still going to be kind of playing it by ear and going accordingly. But these first 4 dens are at least going to be here to start us off, and I'll probably be trying to discover as many as I can as we go too, just to keep all of our options completely open. I do kind of want to venture a little bit farther away, maybe like over to the suburbia area, honestly. But I think Ateru as a whole is not going to be, I don't think Ateru as a whole is really going to be seeking out dens very far away, because her whole shtick is that she wants to stay in the human development area, so I think we'll go ahead and jump straight to choosing a den. Since we know what den we want, I've got a pretty good idea of where some of the ones on this map are. My understanding is not perfect, but it's good enough, I think. Let's see, so this is our territory. Von Winkle has still got this one long straight shoot down for whatever reason. And now that we're moving out of the mad territory claiming season, I'm hoping that everybody else is going to be so focused on claiming all of the unsupported land that we might actually be able to get a little bit of rest and relaxation from them. Especially Cough Cough Lucky, who never seems to want to leave us alone. I mean, they have their reason. We're constantly stealing our territory from them. But mostly we're stealing territory back from them, you know? So they deserve it. And I guess if we're here, then it's also probably time to bid adieu to Bearbite. I'm sorry, Bearbite, but he was only ever meant to be here for a very brief interim. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow this track back to the bison. I think we're in a safe position to be doing this with the pups now, so I'm sorry, bud. It is time. And you're gonna go back to your pack. Okay. It's been done. I felt so bad doing that. We didn't even really get to know him, honestly. Maybe it's better that way. I don't know. We're not gonna be finding a new mate until it's summertime. I'll be a bit more proactive about that in future if that's how that function is going to work. But like, he didn't even put up a fight. He just kind of limped in front of the bison over and over again. which made it feel even worse, honestly. But here's our tree den. Okay, I forget what I named it last time, but we're going Creekside Tree. And let's take a look at our pups. Oh, that's right. So we're going up to age 4, so this is when we normally be able to get some perks, but Ateru's quest means that she cannot take any of the wolf's ancestral talents, so minus 2 to all of her stats. We're advancing to age 4. Oh. Okay, so we only have 2 pups this season. After 9 weeks gestation, 2 pups are born in the den. Blind in death, they weigh just 1 pound each. Our pups must remain in the den for several weeks, eating, sleeping, growing, gaining about a pound a week. At 2 weeks, their eyes will open. At 3 weeks, they first emerge from the den into the sunlight. They're all dark brown now, but in a few weeks, their puppy coats will emerge. Those coats are inherited from us and our mate. So we have 2 boys, 2016M and 2017M. Alright. Now 4 weeks old, they're too big for the den, and so we must take care of them regurgitating meat and playing with them, keeping their affinity up. We're going to keep doing that until they're 15 pounds, at which time will be time to journey to the rendezvous site. And I'm well versed in how to care for them. Let's see what they look like, though. Their first stumbling steps out. So there's 2016M. He's really, really light. Oh, and there's his brother. That must be 2017 then. He was just a kind of darker gray. 2016 is a sandy gray. Oh, look at them. Yep, 2016 and 2017. That's all we've got to care for this time. Oh, listen to them trying to howl. Here's 2017. He pretty much just looks like Kamari with a dark gray base and a sandy gray front. Honestly, I'm surprised that they're so light in color, since Ateru and Bearbite were both, you know, kind of light. Or at least very heavily brown. I was expecting the pups to be as well. They'll be probably too weak to do too much more than just eat for now. But as per usual, please feel free to leave comments down below suggesting names for both of these guys. We only have 2, so I'm gonna try and do my best to give everybody a chance to name a pup. And obviously if we get more than 2 suggestions, that's gonna be very hard to do. So feel free to leave just general name suggestions for these and future pups. That way I can maybe make a list and we can also pull from that in future litters for Ateru. Similar to before, we're going to be looking for names that are kind of literal, like Bearbite, and names that might have a hidden meaning, like Kamari, meaning moonlight, before. Let's take a look at them real quick. So because there's only 2, it looks like they are starting off a bit bigger. 2016 is a bit chunkier at 5.6 pounds, and 2017 is a little bit lighter at 5.3. They are probably going to grow pretty quick since they will have our undivided attention. Honestly, I think it's going to be the disease and affinity that are going to be our biggest obstacles here to raising them. Can only hope that we'll pull through any disease, though. I'm just watching these elk, though. I'm so tempted to go chase them down, but I don't really want to get too hurt right off the bat either. And just because they're right here right now does not mean I would drop a carcass this close. Not by a long shot. Oh, they're so cute, though. Alrighty, we're getting our cooldowns. They're probably getting tired since they're so young too. Oop, did not want to growl, I wanted to howl. Oh, that was so cute! I've never seen a pup do that before. Aw. 2016. Go ahead and waddle back into the den, please. Since they are starting off so big, and fleas are at 0%, I'm gonna see... Honestly, I'm gonna just kind of see how we go next time, because, I don't know if, like, 15 is a good flea load to aim for, or if that's a little too much or too little. So that's kind of gonna be my tentative goalpost for now. But I think we'll go ahead and leave it off here. It might be a bit of a quicker episode for you guys, but I've been here for a while trying to hunt down a mate. So, again, please feel free to leave suggestions in the comments below for names for either of our boys here. I'm sure with their light gray coats, at least for now, there's going to be a lot of amazing suggestions for those. But until next time, please feel free to check out links in the description below for links to other social media and alternative ways to support me if you feel so inclined. Thank you especially to Parental Unit for supporting the channel, as that support is, of course, greatly appreciated. But I hope you all enjoyed, so until next time, stay safe, stay happy, I'll see you then, and bye!